Hello and welcome, fabulous Farnell family and friends, to this, the latest edition of the Stitchmaker's Guide to the Multiverse. I'm Keska Bazaar, and you are most welcome. Okay, we have today the granny square that I crocheted whilst I was in hospital. And I was thinking, well, as a stitch maker, I don't know if you know how to crochet or not, but I thought today I'm going to actually show you how to stitch your own granny square. So this ball of wool that I have here, this is 100% New Zealand wool and made in New Zealand. And purple is one of my favorite colours, as well as orange and gold. I've chosen something that sort of like contrasts to the wool, so you'll be able to see me making my stitches. Because it's good to know how to make your own granny square. You know, you can make clothing and blankets and all sorts of things out of it. Here we go. We have for you here, this is the slip stitch that you will use for your first stitch. Make a loop and then bring it around and push it through there. Hold both little bits, the long bit and the short bit, and then pull the loop that is through the first loop that you did. That makes your slip stitch, and then pull that up a little bit further so you got a smaller stitch. There you go. Rightio. So first off, put your crochet hook through the loop that you have made and grab hold of the long bit that's attached to the ball of wool. Okay, so what I do when I tension it is I put the long bit around my little finger and then over the top to the middle finger, and this is the tensioning finger, because I like to hold things between my index finger and my thumb. I find better control that way. A lot of people have the index finger as their tensioner, but I like it that way. You will find your most comfortable way of doing things. So what we need to do is put the crochet hook around the wool and draw it through. You have now 2 stitches. We need 5. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now that is like a chain stitch. That's like a chain stitch. The front side is the flat one, and the back side of it is the knobbly spine type one. We need to go round to this knobbly spine type one to put the crochet hook through the stitch at the back. Really like that. That one there. Sweet. Well done you. Well done you. And the beauty of having a video is if you don't catch something the first time round, you can pause it, stop it, rewind it, and have a look at it again. So this, now we have the original stitch, slip stitch on there, as well as pushing it through the other one. We now get the needle crochet hook around the wool and draw it through those 2 loops. There we go. Excellent. And that's 1 stitch. We need 3 this time. So it's 1, 2, 3. And that is your first one. So there is a little hole in the middle there from your 5 stitches. Just make sure you get your index finger and your thumb there onto your hole. With the wee tail, it doesn't matter if it goes into the backs of the stitches at the back. So what you need to do now to create, we need 12 around the hole. So this is your first actual stitch. The 3 chains counts as your first stitch. So put your crochet hook around and then through the hole at the bottom, and then get another, grab it again there, bring it back through, then grab some more yarn, put it through 2 of the loops, grab some more yarn, put it through the other 2 loops. There you have 2 stitches. Woohoo! So yep, keep making those, and that's 3 stitches, and 4 stitches. 4 stitches there so far. Okay, don't worry if this is like really awkward for you and you're finding it almost impossible to do. This is the learning curve. You're learning. It's just like when you learn to drive or when you learn to walk when you're a wee little baby. You know, you fell over a few times when you were learning to walk and you weren't terribly coordinated. It's just the same when you're learning to crochet. So 5 stitches, 6 stitches, 7 stitches, and I need to pull more yarn off my ball. Beautiful purple wool. Yes, beautiful purple wool. So 6 stitches, 7 stitches, 8 stitches, 9 stitches, 10 stitches, 11 stitches, 12 stitches. Whoop whoop. And I like to check that I've actually got all my stitches in that I actually have to have. So counting back from what I've just done, you go, you see those straight bits there? That is your stitch. So you go like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, 11. Oh, hang on, I've got 1 too many stitches, so we have to take one off. So there we go. Check again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So now what we do is you stick this through one of your loops over on the other side, the first stitch that you put over on there, through a couple of loops so it's nice and firm, and then gather some yarn around your crochet hook, pull it back through both of the loops. There we go, 1 stitch for the next row. 2, 3, and because that's come up on the stitch straight up there, we can't put the next stitches near because then we go backwards, and that's like, well, you know. So what we need to do is go 1 stitch, 2 stitch, 3 stitch, and we put 6 stitches into there, and just double check that you've got it right. So you got that one there, which will be 1, and you go 1, 2, 3, that will be another one, 1, 2, 3, that'll be another one. Yeah, that'd be sweet. Okay, yeah, 1, you make sure of that, 1, 2, oh, that one there, 3, Sweet. It's always good to double check these things, isn't it? If I can get it here. 1, 2, 3. No, it is that one. Sweet. So, okay, so yarn around the hook, through the gap. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right, get some more yarn. I usually take my yarn from the middle of the ball because then it makes it easier to pull the yarn out. And so count another 3. 1, 2, 3, and get another 6 into there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And because this video is taking a little bit longer than I thought it might do, what I might do is I might pause it here. This will be part 1, and then we'll continue on in the next video. So, but you'll be going like from that 6 there, you'll be going 1, 2, 3, and there's your next one in there, and then 1, 2, 3, and your next one will go in there, and it'll join up towards the end of that, the first stitch that we put in there. So I will upload this one, and then we'll carry on with the granny square in the next one. Sweet!